Welcome back to Character Select. Without beginning or end, the ring stretches into the infinite.
And the best track in the game.
In the series?
Yeah.
Stand by. We're analyzing the situation. Here comes the snow.
I've lost count how many times I've replayed this mission just to listen to this music.
Got him. That's surprising. Oh shit! He's got a laser. What does that make you, Pixy?
I also absolutely love Pixie's aircraft.
Oh, we're gonna find out about that soon enough, don't you worry. However, it cheats and can shoot behind it. Oh, and dodging the laser is not easy or straightforward.
No, who knew that dodging something which is essentially an instant hit weapon would be easy?
Gotcha.
Oh, nope. Wow, that acceleration. Oh. That's more like it though. Still, what? Pixie.
The other thing is he can shine my cockpit without actually hitting me, which is what the red sometimes is, but
yeah.
Boom.
Oh, I love this guitar bit.
The flamenco guitar. I did look it up. That is what it's called.
It is a flamenco guitar, yeah. Thought it was.
The other trick is I can't waste too many missiles because this is not a simple one-shot fight.
No. No, as some of our viewers... Oh yeah, you know that time we were fighting Mr. X? Yes. Yeah.
Here comes the best part.
I love that. I love that bit.
Okay. That's not gonna hit, probably. Nope. Too far away.
So close. Aim ahead of him. Now.
I don't know, because aiming ahead of him doesn't matter when he can turn in 3 dimensions.
No.
Whoa! I tagged him with the machine gun. Ah.
And he pays you back for it. I was going to say, was that gun hit or missile hit? But yeah, wow. Oh.
Nope, that one didn't have a lock on.
That might hit.
Nope, too far away.
Wow, jammy bugger. There. Oh, looking now.
I want to get closer so he doesn't have time to dodge, but he's so fast. I'm afterburning and he's getting away from me.
Well, yeah, have you seen the size of the engines on that thing?
Yeah, it's big.
Yes. I'm pretty sure one engine on that aircraft is about the size of both of yours.
Which is saying something, because the F-15 has big-ass engines.
Oh yes, you need speed? Well, how about getting from London to New York in about 10 minutes?
Here's the other problem. This mission does have a time limit. It's in the upper right.
Yep.
Got him.
Yes!
Phase 1 analysis complete.
Phase 1.
Transmission from enemy craft detected.
What?
Controlling the V2 launch.
What? Oh, and he's got MBMs, MBPMs.
Multiple burst missiles, yes.
Multiple purpose burst missiles. They are awful.
Yeah,
Don't get close
See-
behind him, but you
No,
gotta get him
see-
down.
yeah. Seeing as the Synfaxi and Rimfaxi carried the bigger versions of these.
Yeah.
And the only way to avoid them was to get above 5,000 feet.
The hit range is also, yeah, their XM is, but I'm out.
Yeah.
They're also extremely finicky on their hitboxes. There goes one. Don't go that way, go this way.
There's only one way, buddy. You've got to fight for what you believe in.
And suddenly we're jousting.
Not yet.
Oh, that's not nice to see.
In case anybody's wondering why he stopped using the laser, it blew up. That's what I was hitting. He specifically let the missiles hit the TLS module on the back of his plane. There we go.
That's annoying.
Come on, damn it.
Flipping roll.
He is actually flying a much better plane than I am. Also, one of the few games that actually ends with an air-to-air duel. Got him. Do I have enough time? No, I don't have enough time. Thought I had him, but I didn't. There we go.
Oh, yes, you might actually just have enough time.
Okay. He fired the missile.
Now tell me that's not a badass picture.
Now we're jousting. ADFX 02.
He's
So he
turned.
turns around and you are not supposed to turn and face him. Or chase him. You can't.
No.
It took me forever to figure this out, what they wanted me to do, because if you chase him, he cannot be hit. Literally can't.
No, he can't.
You have to run away from
head
him,
on him
and then turn around and face him.
Ooh. That was close.
B2 re-entry in 5 minutes. Try again from head on.
Ooh, that hit though.
Fire away, coward.
You're the one to call me a coward. That also means he's almost dead. That's what the soul wanted to drop on Osea.
Yeah, that would have not left much behind.
Oh, shit. That mission is always amazing and tense.
Yes, it is amazing. The lead up to it really builds you up for it as well.
So this is the hidden truth about the war. And this is where his trail ends as well. The impact of the 7 nuclear detonations on the world's psyche was great. Those who witnessed the carnage went on to organize a global arms reduction.
Which worked to an extent.
Which
Perhaps
worked
they were
until
admonishing themselves.
it didn't.
It prevented nukes.
It prevented nukes,
Furthermore, the existence
which
of V2
encouraged
was
things
concealed.
like the Arsenal Bird,
The
Yeah.
events that occurred
drones,
after the war faded from people's memories.
Yeah.
Starlight
These men
Warfare.
were also sealed away from
Yeah.
history.
That's PJ's plane, by the
Maybe
way.
this was one path
Yeah.
to achieve peace.
The flowers from his girlfriend.
And here the curtain falls on this story. However, that does not mean their own stories came to an end.
Oh yeah, we're going back one more
I fly
time.
under the code of knighthood. It's no surprise, since we soldiers are the descendants of the Belkan Knights. We protect the meek and give our lives for honor, but that does not mean that we are generous, since generosity will cost us our lives. If the pilot survived to the end of the war, he must have carried out these rules.
I bailed out and landed here. The captain was gone. I've lived a comfortable life since then, and I probably have him to thank for that. They ring the bells here at dusk to honor the liberation of the capital. It signals peace, but to me, they are the sounds of death.
And he hears it every day.
Hatred cannot be the only motivation for war. It only brings about more pointless deaths. I lost most of my students. They were all my children, my flesh and blood. I will never overcome that grief. I'll probably never teach anyone again, nor will I ever go up in the sky again. I have entrusted everything I know to a new generation. I'll just look on from here.
A woman of undying faith.
Marcela Vasquez, the Espada Team's number 2 and former member of the Sapan Air Force, 9th Air and Land Division, 11th Tactical Fighter Squadron. She is thought to be a survivor of the coup d'etat squadron. She currently earns a living as a dancer.
If the Demon Lord hadn't appeared, our lives might have been different. For me, it wasn't about flying or ideals. Most of all, it was about him, my flight lead. Our mission was to escort the heavy command cruiser that was to act as transportation for the organization. And the Demon Lord appeared, as if to block our path. I will never forget his overwhelming power. One by one, my comrades were shot down, and then the mother bird we were supposed to protect. We survived after the fight. We left our organization and returned to the ground together. But those whose hearts are in the sky will always return to the sky. He was one of them, and so he left, even though his wounds had yet to heal, and he died there, never to return to me. But I don't blame anyone. The regret and suffering that remained after that battle were also what he had given me. They're among the precious few things he left behind.
Joshua Bristow, former captain of the Ocean Air Defense Force, 8th Air Division, 32nd Tactical Fighter Squadron. His actions during the Belkan War are surrounded in mystery, and he is rumored to be one of the founders of a world with no boundaries. His whereabouts were unknown after the decisive Battle of Valdreich. But several years later, he resurfaced as a leader of a terrorist organization.
Oh, it didn't work the first time, so
Today,
you
he
tried
is
it
serving
again?
time in
Jesus.
Yep. Didn't learn his lesson very well.
This darkness and that little window are my entire world now. I'm actually rather fond of it. The darkness envelops me in a borderless world.
Oh, so you're
A world
crazy.
with no boundaries.
Yeah, that's
It was
not the
the
wording of a
reason
man
we
with a
wanted to
stable
change the
mind.
world. No matter what the desired outcome is, the world can still change, as long as people expand their knowledge and desire change. Today's world has already changed from what it was back then.
The Uja continent.
Belarus.
2005.
Larry Funk,
25th of
also
November
known as Solo
2005.
Wing Pixy. GALM Team's number 2, and member of the Ustio Air Force, 6th Air Division, 66th Air Force Unit. That's right. This man was his buddy. And his enemy.
Yeah, that guy that we've been talking to?
I should have died that day, but I didn't. I dragged my wounded body and reached ground zero of the nuclear detonations. A barren, empty land. I felt an unbearable sadness when I witnessed that landscape. There were still people living there. They were the ones that saved me. It may be true that the world has no need of borders, but would getting rid of them really change anything? The world won't change for the better unless we trust people. Trust is vital in a peaceful world, but that will never happen. I'm still on the battlefield. Right now I'm near a border. I want to see for myself what borders really mean, and what their volition really is. I may not find what I'm looking for, but I still want to try. Anyway, that's what I've come to believe, and I think that's enough. Will he see this video? If you do meet him, give him a message for me. Yo, buddy. Still alive? And thanks, friend. See you again.
The Demon Lord of the Round Table. A warrior who soared through the Belkan War, inspiring both fear and admiration. His presence filled the skies for but a few short months before he disappeared. A apart from that, nothing is known about him. I was never able to find out what kind of a person he really was. But whenever they talked about him, they always had a slight smile on their faces. That, perhaps, may be my answer.
And that's the end of Ace Combat Zero. And it's interesting because the idea that I never was able to find out who he actually was is the entire basis of the Ace system. It's basically saying you could have been, or maybe you are, any of those people. It doesn't matter. Because what matters is how you affected the people around you.
Yeah.
Such a good game. So good. And then, as we said, this sets the ground for every single Ace Combat game going forward.
Yes. The events in Belka and the emotional scars it left on the people from the country.
There's strong implications after the fact that the Yuzhan War, which is Ace Combat 4, was either sparked or supplied by Belka.
Yep. And there's the infamous in Ace Combat Squadron Leader, in Ace Combat Skies Unknown, Oshia Grunda Industries, which eventually is revealed to be run by Belkan remnants from the Belkan War.
The Greymen.
The Greymen, that's it.
Yeah. And then, if you want to get even farther afield, Ace Combat X has
which is not something I know much about, but yes.
Yeah, it's on PSP.
Okay.
One of the behind-the-scenes characters that is mentioned but isn't actually is actually eventually shot down as an ace.
Yep.
Was one of the founders of the World with No Boundaries. Yeah.
Did not know that.
Absolutely crazy. Everything stems from this game.
Yes. It is like the war that defined the wars after.
Yes. Also, this soundtrack is just phenomenal.
Yes. I love the
Keiki
Spanish feel to a lot of it.
Yeah. I also like the fact that you are very clearly a character in this story, but you're not. You're also just like an unknown. You have no speaking roles. People talk to you, you never reply. And they did that in Ace Combat 5, Ace Combat Squadron Leader as well, but there you were very clearly friendly with your squad mates and all that.
Yeah.
In this game, yeah, go ahead.
There's also similar in Skies Unknown, where you're part of the Penal Air Force. So where everybody seems to know you and they know your call sign, but nobody knows anything about you in that either. Very much is a thing of the Ace Combat series. You're part of it. You're a key part of it. But like you say, you're an unknown entity all the way through it.
Well, Ace Combat 7 does give Trigger some characterization. Like, they're sitting there and they're like, we could do the safe option or we could do this risky option. Trigger, I can see what you want to do. So, I mean, he does have characterization. As somebody who really enjoys being a pilot and
I guess
likes taking risks and stays silent when he's framed. All of that stuff. Like, there's no way that you wouldn't talk about the fact that you didn't shoot down the President Harling, but he clearly just sat there and was like, fine, I'll take it. You know?
Yeah.
So, he does have some characterization. Cipher, on the other hand, the only people that know of his character at all are the people on the other end of his missiles. And that's an interesting way of defining a character.
Actions, not words.
Yeah. There's also apparently some some question about whether PJ was trying to avoid that laser blast or whether he was trying to shield you from it. It's unclear.
Yeah, it is unclear.
And funny enough...
It's an interesting... If he was taking evasive, it's an interesting angle to try and turn in front of your wingman, who you know where he is.
But it's interesting because guess what? Just like Cipher, we're never going to know.
True. Very true.
Isn't that crazy? This whole game is about how people perceive what happened, not about the people in them. Or not about the events themselves.
No, it's the market left.
Yeah. OBC documentary Special Warriors in the Belkan War. Interviewer Brett Thompson, who is also pretty much a badass when you think about it. Considering he goes into a war zone to interview a lot of these people. And
yes.
As we will see, when you go the mercenary way, he interviews some pretty scary people. Night. A little less night.
Yeah, that was where...
Night.
That was that one mission, like, oh yeah, there's just loads of things here, we'll just shoot a few.
That was Merlin. That was where we were shooting down the Excalibur, and I just decided to blow everything up. Got a lot of S ranks, actually. It's kind of surprising. Oh, a B rank? Fuck off.
It's probably the time taken.
SP new game, free mission, scene viewer, music player. Unlocked the FA-22A. Night color is available for all planes. Silver Ace, Night Ace, Supreme Night medals. And new additions to the Assault records. Alright, next time on Character Select. Hey Matt.
Yep.
Want to play it again?
If we must.
So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Matt!
Dave.
It's time to be assholes.
Merciless.